Hey, what's going on? So, what if you were the one that ended the relationship? If you were the one that did the breaking up, and then you started to regret that and you decided you wanted your ex back? What should you do? Folks, I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Going to ask, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. When you do that, tick that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. Also, I'd like to ask you to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment in the section down below, and check the description below the video for some free ebooks that I give away. This comes from an email that I got from a girl, a woman, who broke up with her boyfriend about a month ago and started to regret that decision and decided that maybe she wanted to try and work it out. Anyway, she contacted her ex and said, hey, I want you back. Let's do this again. And he said no. He still loves her. He still misses her, but he just doesn't want to do it again. So what should you do? Well, let's take a look at this. First of all, that's kind of an interesting dynamic here. Most of the people that view this channel that are looking for advice to get their ex back are someone who got dumped. I'd be willing to say that 90-95% of the people that watch this are people that got dumped. But every now and then somebody does the dumping and wants to get their ex back. And how should you go about doing that? Well, if you were the one that ended a relationship and you want your ex back, there's three questions that you really need to be able to answer. Question number one is, why did you break up with them to begin with? Was it that you were maybe just not compatible? Did they make you angry? Did they cheat on you? Did they do something bad to betray your trust? Or did you just kind of grow apart? But you need to know the true answer to that question. You need to know truly why you broke up. Not, sometimes someone will break up with you and they'll throw out some bullshit reason, maybe to kind of let you down easy. You need to know the true reason behind everything, why it is that you broke up. Question number two that you need to be able to answer is, what's going to be different this time? What's different now that we didn't have a month ago? If it was something that you could not tolerate in this other person, what if they haven't changed? How are you going to overlook that? Are you going to be more tolerant? Are you going to be more accepting? Are you going to try and understand where they're coming from? You need to be able to understand. You need to be able to explain what's going to be different this time, because you don't want to go down this road and break their heart again. Just don't do that. That's just bad. And number three, and this is really more for you, why do you want your ex back? Why do you want them back? Is there a legitimate reason that you want them back? Did you just throw a fit out of anger? Maybe you got angry and you broke up and didn't mean that and you regret it. And you really want them back? Or are they just a space filler? Are they just someone, maybe you decided you wanted to be single for a while and you went out into single life and realized it wasn't that bowl of cherries that you thought it might be, so you kind of dart back into the comfortable relationship that you were in. If that's the case, don't do that to them. Don't pull somebody back into that misery, because if you have to break up again somewhere down the road, you're going to hurt them again, and you're going to be hurt again. If that's the case, you might want to take a little bit of time on yourself. Work on yourself, like I recommend to everybody always. Spend some time working on yourself, figuring out who you are and what you really want. If you honestly believe, though, that there's more of a story to tell, then it's pretty simple. If you're the one that did the breaking up, if you're in no contact or if they've been contacting you, you need to contact them and just say, hey, listen, I was wrong. Can we talk about this? I made a mistake. You need to apologize for making that mistake. You need to apologize for the hurt that you gave them. You need to get together and talk with them, and you need to be able to, points 1 and 2, you need to be able to tell them why you really broke up. You need to be able to tell them what's going to be different this time. You don't need to tell them why you want them back, and that's kind of more for you to know. But you need to be able to explain that to them. Now, if you do this and they still do not want you back, if they don't want you back, then the other rules basically still apply. You still go into, at least in this case, you'd go into a low contact mode. You do not want to come across as begging and pleading. You don't want to beg and plead them. You've made your case. You've said that's what you want. Now you need to kind of back away. You need to give them some time to process what you've said and what you asked for. So you basically need to go into no contact or low contact, depending if you have, responsibilities together and you have to be in contact, you work together or something. But you need to now go into no contact. Once you've made that case, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, I want you back, I want to work on this. Once you've made that case, if they don't come back, then you need to back away. You need to go into no contact. Because they are hurt. If you broke up with them, they're hurt. And now you're wanting to go back to them, and they may want that. Down inside somewhere they may want that, but they may be scared. I would be scared. Most people are very scared. You know, they're going to ask themselves, geez, am I going to get hurt again? Do I want to get hurt again? So this is what you need to do if you have broken up with somebody. You know, once you've made your case, again, back away. Let them figure it out from there. So again, the 3 questions you need to answer: why did you break up with them in the first place? What's going to be different this time? And why do you really want them back? And if you can answer those 3 questions to your satisfaction, then I say go for it. Anyway, folks, just a quick video here tonight. I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. I want to thank everybody who's been watching the channel. It's starting to grow. I'm picking up some subscribers, and I really appreciate that. I'm getting a lot of emails from people, relationship issues, and I try to get back to those within 24 hours, but there's been a lot of mail lately, and I've been dealing with some family emergencies. So if I don't get right back to you, just know that I will personally answer that email for you. Anyway, again, Jim Miller, have a great night. Thank you. Bye.